Oh, hey, for once everything's unmuted. Whee!
Ooh, would you mind very much zooming me out a little bit? It's always my giant pumpkin head filling the screen and it makes me
I
self-conscious.
don't know how is the problem.
You just gotta...
Because I'm not even like zooming in or out. I'm just like literally just doing this. This is all I'm changing.
Right. So just make that smaller. Make that a little smaller. Yeah, there you go. And then stretch the thing out a bit. Yeah, there you go. And then just slide me over and we're all set. Then I don't look like I'm a, a growth in the corner that should be carved on Halloween. There you go. Now there's proof I have shoulders. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome, chat. Good job, Erica, on getting first.
Yes.
And a hello wave to Rob.
Hi.
Back with D&D. Last we left off, y'all were being suspicious, or y'all were being suspicious of people, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, we wanted to try to figure out what's going on with these giants and their little kerfuffle.
Right. So, last we left off, y'all were leaving the tavern. As y'all are walking down the path, of course, your great, wonderful head speaker falls through a plot hole. And Garth has disappeared.
Oh. Yeah, I got worried for Grelzat. Yeah, I guess upon seeing that, Grelzat kind of like look back at the other two and just be like, that's a first. Well, maybe he'll just get taken to his husband and he can just take care of it.
That would make things simpler.
Yeah, it would save us a whole journey. All right. Well, And Grelzat kind of like cross his arms and stop. You know, since it's just the three of us, it does make me worry about poking our heads in with giants. But I've had a thought here. For some reason, I'm having some post-Garth clarity. You know, we have a travel device that I've created, a vehicle. Couldn't I just go talk with shipbuilders or ship owners and see if I can modify my vehicle to get over the shallows? Surely a big ship would sink in and not be able to go, but a small ship, we might be able to completely disregard all of these giants. Just a thought.
It doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah. Well, if you want, maybe instead of checking on these giants right away, we can scuttle over to the shipyard, see if we can find out some information about travels over the shallows. And then, if you'd still like to check on the giants, I can go work on the airship, modify it, and you all can check. Just don't get into any situations that you can't
got
escape,
it, sir.
unless you think you can be victorious and not be killed. Does this sound perhaps like something we can try?
Definitely. I can try not being killed. Definitely.
Well, right, that part. I meant all the words, not just the last couple. And he's like doing this on his chin. Yes.
And you'll just not, but it really doesn't remember anything you said.
Right. So, well, if you're on board, why don't we peek over to the shipyard and see? And Grelzat will kind of lead everybody out towards where the ships were again.
Right.
So, potential things I'm looking for to try to figure this out. If there's like ships being built or a shipbuilder's area or a
Mhm.
ship repair area, go over there and like try to learn from them. In lieu of that, if there's anybody, on any of the ships, go talk to them and see, like, so let's say I needed to make a smaller ship to get over these shallows. How would I do it? And in lieu of that, a ship like graveyard where like broken ships go that are being
Right.
retired. And in lieu of that, study the ships with mine own eyes
Gotcha.
and see if I can figure it out. Those are the things that I'll be looking for. And Grelzad will express those as the choices to Enyo and Clover.
So your main option basically would be to go over to this area of the docks,
Okay.
because currently here where y'all are close to is basically being occupied by the two giants ships.
Right. Yeah. So, since we don't want to deal with the giants quite yet, he'll walk towards the other area.
Okay. Roll me a investigation check to find someone in charge.
Sure. Investigation. 15.
Okay. As you're walking into the area, you see what looks like a guy who's like, he's standing there, he's got a book, a quill, and he's writing in it. And he's looking at the ships and writing and talking to different sailors as they walk in and out.
Yeah, so when it seems like he's, in between motions of doing that, Grelzad will kind of just walk up, hopefully with Clover and Enyu in tow, and just say, excuse me, sir, if I could bother you for a moment, I'm looking for a shipbuilding expert.
Shipbuilding. You're looking for a shipbuilding expert?
Yes, yes. Someone who knows the machinations of how these ships work.
So each of these ships currently in have a bosun of their own. So those would probably be the best ones to talk to. We don't really conduct much shipbuilding here in Apasha. Um so we don't really have anyone in house, I guess you could say, that would fit the bill. But definitely feel free to pop on over to any of those ships there and ask for the bosun, and he should be able to help you.
All right. And what is your position here?
Um, these are my docs.
Oh.
This is my
Oh.
business, essentially.
I see. Do you ever have ships come in need of repair?
From time to time, yeah.
Do they typically just handle it themselves, or is there someone in town that does it? Oh,
They either handle it
repairs too?
themselves or they call for someone.
Oh, do you happen to have a reliable list of people that they would call?
So they'll usually just head down south or send someone down south to Ariana. Ariana is more of a ship's port than we are.
Right.
And so usually then Ariana would send someone back to come fix the ships and whatnot.
I see. Now, I'm wondering, I've heard tale of the shallows here that are difficult for ships to get through, or impossible, perhaps. Is there more you know about the dangers there?
As far as I'm aware, there are no shallows here that are impossible to get through.
I was told a tale by another captain several cities over that if we were to get from here to the area of the continent directly north, that the only way to travel would either be around or how the giants do, where they carry their ship.
Oh. Oh, you talk. Okay. So that is technically east of here. Um, there's a small town out there. I think it's called Sadi. Uh, it's a strip of land that basically cuts Gaug off from here. And so the Giants will usually land near Sadi and then carry their ships over the land into the sea for to head back to Gaug. So you would still need to cross a good portion of of this ocean that we have here before you would get to Sadi.
Right. And then a ship would not be able, a typical large ship would not be able to cross that land, or any ship for that matter.
A small like dinghy could. So there's a small river that goes through there. I guess a creek, you could say, but that's about. It's not big enough to fit a large galleon or even one of the giant Schlong's boats.
Right, right. Now this land though, is it traversable by carriage or cart?
Oh yeah.
I see. All right. Well, I appreciate it. The name's Grelzad. Thank you so much.
Ah, nice to meet you, girls. Ed. Very welcome. The name's Gregory.
Gregory. Very nice to meet you, Mr. Gregory. You keep a very nice docks here. It seems like you handle your business well.
Thank you, thank you. I try my best.
I guess I should ask, have you heard anything about this scuffle between the giants and one of their own? Mr. Salamander, Captain, or formerly Captain.
I try to keep my business outside of giant affairs, but yeah, we've heard about it around here.
And we understand that Salamander has, for lack of a better term, run away from the other giants.
That seems plausible.
Do you
Dory and
happen
Bragi are not known for their mercy.
would you happen to know somewhere either Mr. Salamander would perhaps hide, or somewhere suitable for a giant to be hiding nearby?
The only thing I could think of would probably be out in the fighter's pit would probably be a good place to hide.
Mm. Is that all you'd think?
Or someone out there. So we've got, I guess, what most people would call a sort of slums area. There's lots of stores and rundown buildings, abandoned shops out there. Really, the only place of business out there that still runs is the Violent Dog, which is the fighter's pit.
All right, so somewhere in that area, if not in the fighter's pit area.
Yes, exactly.
All right. I appreciate that so much. Enyo, Clover, do you have anything you'd like to ask Dockmaster Gregory here?
No.
All right, Clover?
Not currently.
All right. Will you be around much longer here? Are you here for the day?
I'll be here for the rest of the day into the night. I basically live here.
All right, very well. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything we should be worried about in approaching these ships? Is there anyone that's going to, I don't know, kill us on sight or anything like this?
No. For the most part, they know to if they don't want you on the ship, they'll just be like, "Hey, get off," and then as long as you leave, they won't attack you.
Simple enough. All right. Well, we may be around here a little bit asking for the, what was it called? Bosuns?
Right? Yes, bosuns.
Bosuns. All right. And Grelzad will pull out his journal and write this word and draw a little ship next to it. Yeah, and so I guess Grelza will turn to Clover and Enyo and point towards the ships. Well, I think I've made enough decisions for today. Which ship shall we approach first?
The closest one.
Closest one. Clover, how do you feel about this?
What do the ships look like around us?
So 3 of them are galleons. So large ships.
But smaller galleons than a giant galleon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of like kind of like the size of the ship y'all sailed on before.
Oh, okay.
And then the 4th one would be this looks like a small fishing boat.
Clover points towards the fishing boat.
Oh, all right. Well, Enyo, how do you feel about this going towards this fishing boat?
How far is the fishing boat?
How far does the fishing boat appear to be from us?
So I would say y'all are like here,
Right.
and the fishing boat is here.
So pretty close.
Pretty close. Real
Okay.
close.
All right. All right. Let's head towards the fishing boat and see if they have a bosun and inquire. If you two wouldn't mind making sure you kind of keep lookout, we don't want any ne'er-do-wells sneaking up on us. And Grelzad'll like confidently walk towards this fishing ship. So when we approach, what are we
Alright.
seeing?
All right. As you approach, you see a small fishing boat. Also, yes, hello, Midori, welcome in. It's your average fishing boat. It's got like you see lots of tools on the back. There's like a box of fish in there. There's nets all over. You see what looks like could be a place for someone to like set fishing poles up. But it's real small. You can tell from looking at it that it's at maximum got maybe 3 people who will sail at a time on it.
Girls,
Yes.
how far do we have to go again on the boat?
You mean from here until the strip of land?
Yeah.
Okay, Grelzad would remember. Rob doesn't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I will show y'all. For to the strip of land, you would be starting here at Pasha, and then this is the strip of land here, over here by Sati.
Okay. And the darker like little bluish purple, that's the river in question?
Sorry?
This like darkish blue purple line, is that the river that you were mentioning?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have any idea of scale for this portion of the map.
Right. So it would be about a 2 weeks journey.
Okay.
Would we be able to make that journey before any of our companions show back up from the black hole? Plot hole?
I
That
hope
would
so.
depend on whether or not the party members return.
If they don't return,
Then the answer is
then that's just
yes.
good for us.
The
What
answer is
happened?
yes. If they don't return, the answer to your question is yes. We'll have plenty of time.
Yeah, if they don't return anytime, basically you have until they return. I don't know.
I think he's basically saying
sure.
like we wouldn't really know that because people have come in and out of plot holes like many varying amounts of time.
Yeah, there's not really a time limit on the plot holes.
Yeah, like we haven't seen Chase in forever, but some others were only gone for an hour.
Oh, I thought she was asking more like, can you plot hole there? But maybe I was.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Oh yeah, I didn't gather that.
If you could
If we
control the plot hole.
plot hole together and then just one person go across really
This is
fast.
why we need Chase. He could do it.
Yes, plot holing there would be ideal, but I don't know how to do that. So,
I'm
Right.
starting to have some doubts then about the fishing boat. Maybe one of the bigger ones.
well, remember, we're not trying to take any of these boats. We're just trying to learn so that I can modify the airship. At that point, any ship can take us to this land strip, and then I'll just take the airship.
You think you can learn from the fishing boat?
I don't know if they have a bosun. That's what I was about to ask them.
All right.
And so Grazad will sort of hail towards the fishing boat, walk up onto it a little bit. Excuse me, is there a captain here?
And out walks this guy. It's an older fellow. The picture I'm going to show y'all is him sitting down, but he's obviously not sitting down. And what walks out is a gnome.
Oh. Yeah, Grelzad is pleased to see a gnome. And he kind of just walks up. Yes, hello, sir. Are you the captain of this vessel?
Yes, I am.
Well, it's very nice to meet you. My name is Grelzad. I am here seeking a bosun or someone who is aware or expertise in shipbuilding.
Well, I guess technically I'm the bosun.
Oh, did you build this ship yourself?
Yes, I did. I built it. I sail her. I do the fishing. All on me. One man show. One gnome show.
Can I
Wow.
insight him?
Yeah, insight. You can roll insight. There's a cat, and it is up high.
18.
19. As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
Well, then, this is very impressive. How long did it take you to construct this vessel?
20 years. Just about.
So you had ambitions for a long time to be a fisherman then?
Yeah. Invested my
Wonderful.
entire life savings into it. Sold my home.
Wonderful. Wow.
Disowned my family.
Not as
Moved it.
good.
Well, my family disowned me because I wasn't very contributive
right.
to the economy of the family. But
That makes sense. You mean your family, like parents and relatives, not like you had a wife that...
oh
kicked you out.
no. Yeah, just parents,
Right.
brothers and sisters and cousins.
Right.
I think there's
right.
an aunt or uncle somewhere there. I don't know.
Right. Well, it's all right. I don't need quite everything. But this is very impressive. And I'm curious. So I have sort of a mechanized carriage, you could say. I'm wondering if you had any thoughts, or perhaps I could use some of your experience to help me learn how you'd think to modify such a vehicle so that it is seaworthy, much like your vessel here.
Well, first off, what kind of wood you using?
Metal.
Metal?
Lightweight. It's lightweight, but yes, metal.
Okay. Can the metal float?
I'm sure it wouldn't on its own. But with buoyant support, I wager it would.
Okay. So you at least know about buoyancy and that you'd have to build a way of buoyancy.
Right.
Do you have, say, smaller versions of the cart to test the buoyancy of things.
I'm sure I could relatively immediately. I do have, and he'll kind of point to his right as the automaton kind of is standing there. I do have these automatons that can be fashioned into smaller versions.
Ah, okay, yeah. You'll want to do that. Um, See, I don't know much about metal ships, yeah.
Oh, that's fine. And essentially, Grelzad will go on to ask like him to explain sort of how he made sure his ship was buoyant and like point out like the curvature and the rivets and all the various things he did to make a vessel like this, which does probably have some amount of metal on it considering the fishing apparatus and all this bullshit. And like it's all weird angles and stuff. So he's just kind of essentially having this conversation with him to point out, to learn as much as he can about the construction so that he can use his knowledge to apply it to the airship.
Right.
That's what we're looking for as we and essentially if we don't want to RP every single visit here, that like he's going to repeatedly ask for this information and kind of hope for a guided building tour of it.
Right.
And so like if you want me to make like some rolls or something to see how much information I can gather that will then help future roles, I assume, for Grelzad to go try to modify the airship so he can push a button and boat stuff pops out and he pushes a button and it goes back in.
Gotcha.
That's what we're going for here. In case we don't want to RP all of this repeatedly.
No, that's fine.
Technically, Enyo is really, really smart and could probably help you.
Oh yeah, and I think she's helped Grelzad already, so he would very happily accept such help. Both with the learning, if Enyo pays attention, and with the building.
So in a sense, the way that the Hitchfisher boat works,
Yeah, kind of like that, except you push a button and like the boat stuff goes back.
right,
and it's just like a regular, and then it comes back out.
I guess what you could do is come here, and I'll show you the inner machinations of Frog. The bottom side is essentially hollow, and so there's like empty rooms, I guess you could call them, but they're not rooms; they're sealed off that create the buoyancy on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Grelzad's writing it down. The automaton's doing like scans of the area to like kind of record the information.
it's like, I guess you could do like air rooms that inflate. You push a button and it inflates some rooms, some extra carriage rooms, I guess, on the bottom side of your ship to make it float better. That would be a way, I think. Other than that,
And he's like,
I'm not entirely sure. That would just be a matter of comboing the density of your metal that you're using with the amounts of air you need to make it less dense.
Right. I'm not too worried about those calculations. I just need to know how it looked and how it sort of would act. From an expert like yourself. 20 years of shipbuilding experience is what you have. Just keep that in mind for any future endeavors. It's something good to put on your documents.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. So yeah, once he gets that, he'll leave. He'll have that. If there's anything you do want RP'd out, let me know. But otherwise, he's just gonna ask each ship, see the captain, and then find the bosun, and then ask the information, and whatever I can gather from there that will make the building of it easier.
They basically all say the same thing, that the more empty space, hollow space you have in your boat near the bottom, the better the buoyancy is, and then it's just a matter of maneuvering the rooms in a way that keeps the boat balanced, and so you don't tip over.
All right, and the automaton's making like new scans of each of the bigger ones, especially if there's like metal connectors or anything that's metal,
Right.
to make sure he gets all of that information. And then, yeah, once that's done, he would probably go back to the dock master. Well, also each time offering Enyo and Clover anything if they want to find out anything from these other ships themselves before I move on away from the scene. Grelzad would have offered that each time. Is there anything
Honestly,
that they want to know?
I don't even know what to ask about a boat.
You could ask whatever floats your boat.
I'm thinking it looks like this, what they're talking about.
Damn, it's quite the crowd reaction. That
I
you
sent
are
some
showing,
pictures.
you are showing pictures of rafts with tires.
But I feel like that's what they're describing.
In a way, yeah.
In a
they
sense,
are.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
Lord.
and Grelzad would be thinking that like the button push would be like we're in the water and like the tires and stuff go in and like buoyant stuff comes out, blah blah blah, stuff like that.
Mm.
But was there anything from Clover that she would have asked any of these?
No, you kind of just see Clover looks anxious to move on.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So then when we get back to when we're done, I'm gonna stop by the dock master and just say, is there anywhere in town that sort of has scraps or materials or anything like that for building boats, carriages, vehicles?
As crazy as it might sound, Slugfest might.
All right.
They
Wonderful.
have not necessarily scraps of boats or anything like that, but they
just materials is really
materials. Yeah, they would. People have a tendency to
Scrapyards are kind of
use
common.
these surrounding what is the word? The surrounding objects in the midst of their fights.
Right, right. Oh, and I guess the only other thing, is there anywhere where there are retired ships that no longer are in service?
There is not.
All right, very well. Thank you so much once again. And I did ask all of these folks, and they were very, very helpful and kind. So, you know,
you're very welcome.
If you're ever feeling frisky, you know, give them, and he'll flick five gold over to the dock master. Give them a little discount on their rent for this week.
Well, okay, we'll do.
All right. And yeah, so Grelzad will go, you know, kind of lead Clover and Enyo away from anyone and just like, all right, so I think I have what I need. This is directly at Clover and Enyo. I think I have what I need. I think it would be wise if you all just scouted those two giant areas that would have the other captains. And don't interact. If you can avoid going inside, that would be best, just to make sure that they are there in those places. And then we can reconvene at the fortress. Hopefully I'll have some amount of this work done and decide how we want to do this. If we still want to interact and try to find Salamander, or if we want to dodge all of this and just hire a boat to take us to the land so we can take the airship across. But that decision can be after the scouting. If you two are all right with that while I sort of do some of the work.
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, I'm going to head to this slugfest and see if there's any materials that I can acquire. And you two head, and I think it was what? The purple bucket was one, and then there was the other wasn't the slugfest, was it?
It was.
Oh, okay. Right, so he'll kind of reword like, why don't you two head to the purple bucket, check that out. I'm going to Slugfest to see if I can get materials, and I'll just keep my eye out. And once we're done, we'll reconvene at the fortress.
Okie dokie. Artichoke.
And Grezzo to make sure he extra points out exactly where the purple bucket is on the on the map, and then head over to Slugfest to see if there's materials.
All right. We'll head over to the purple bucket first, which is a little bit of a walk. Y'all started here, and y'all got to get to here. So is there anything y'all wish to do while you're walking?
Yes.
Yes.
When we just about get to the purple bucket, Clover's gonna try to slip away whenever Enyo isn't paying attention to her.
All right. And you'll roll a perception check.
I have to get to my computer just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's gonna be invisible.
Like, provided she knows she slipped away, she's going to go invisible, is what you're saying?
I mean,
No.
she's gonna cast invisibility on herself.
I'm wearing my robot eyes.
That better.
I'm gonna see you anyways.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that robe. Well, oh well.
Wait, what? Oh, the robe.
She has the robe of eyeballs or whatever.
Of eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what am I doing again? Which one?
Perception.
Perception.
A robe of many eyes.
Which
many
was really
and mucho eyes. Is made out of cocaine bear fur.
Oh boy. It's hyperactive then.
Let me see. I'm opening up my character sheet.
All good, all good, all good. Clover, Ella, roll me a stealth check to try to slip away. Damn.
She gets advantage?
Yep.
Do I get advantage?
No.
Fuck. Well, fuck.
Oh boy.
Well, you definitely see Clover like
So,
just.
and what you see is as you're like walking up, y'all are walking up to the purple bucket, like you're about to open up the door, and you notice through the aura of eyes from behind, you see Ella like
Ella, she got here?
Oh
you see
my God.
Clover. You see Clover get in like a sort of become sort of ethereal and fade out of her normal self. So rather than being like a darkish blue right now, she is now like a lighter blue.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I'm still blue?
yeah, no, it's permanent.
What?
Until you remove it with like a remove curse or lesser restoration.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
That's like your height thing. Your height thing was also permanent.
Hmm.
Yeah, some of the magic surges are permanent things.
Well, noted.
Swell.
You see her like kind of do the fade, which you realize is her going invisible, and then just start to walk away.
Bye.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure she hears me. Bye.
Pretend she didn't notice.
All
I
right.
was seeing her first.
Mm-hmm. You walk into the purple bucket.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you're greeted with quite the sight.
I thought you said never mind. And then what happened?
So
Hello?
you are. Oh, what's up?
Oh, sorry. You paused and I got confused because I'm cooking while I'm in the kitchen.
Oh, you have arrived at the purple bucket.
Nice. Okay. So I walk in. Well, I
Right.
don't walk in. I kind of like peek through the door.
Here you're peeking through the window.
Mm-hmm.
Because once again, this is not a saloon. It has doors. And inside you see
Solid doors.
I can still peek through doors.
Yeah, it's like cracking it open, looking through. What do you mean?
yeah, you're looking through the window. You don't want to do that with this group.
I mean,
unless
she
you
said
want
she
to do
did it.
that.
Did you want to know?
Yeah.
No. I'm looking through the window.
Oh, okay.
And you see what appears to be 17 humanoid armed to the teeth figures and a 7-foot tall man with a long beard.
What the heck? What are those creatures?
Most of them appear to be humans, and then just a
Human.
tall human.
Oh, humans. I thought you said Cubans.
Dear Lord.
No, I said humans. They are humans looking. Humanoid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I have that thing that can read minds, right?
Okay.
Oh,
You have
yeah.
the amulet.
Yeah.
Can I read the tall guy, the tall guy's mind?
Sure. You get surface thoughts, right?
Yes.
Yes. So all you hear back is, man, this posh ice cream always so good.
Anything else?
Nope. That is all.
Huh?
You now notice that they are all just gorging on ice cream.
Can I get some ice cream?
You roll me an intelligence check.
I gotta go back to the living room. My pasta burns. It's this intelligent check's fault. Oh wait, I clicked
I was a
save.
save.
This one.
All right. You think about a minute, and you realize you could probably just walk in and order some ice cream. You don't think they own this establishment, and they're just probably customers at the moment.
Exactly, right? Like
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go in and get some ice cream.
All right. One sec. Somehow I didn't give this person a bar. Keep. There's no one running the restaurant at the moment, apparently.
Yes, they are invisible. It's Clover.
It's
That's why she
Clover.
went invisible. She went to sneak to the back.
Actually, this is the inn that Clover used to own.
Yeah, she stuck in the back and she put her uniform back on that she hung up. It's covered in dust. Oh, and she grew 3 times her size.
She's actually just been hiding her height this whole time.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
yes.
magic surge just like let a little bit of it out.
All right, so you walk in, you walk past, everybody's like laughing and talking and chattering and having fun. Then you walk up to the bar,
Okay, dokie.
right?
Mm-hmm.
How you doing today? What can I get for you?
I like to have what they're having because that looks good.
Is this your first time here?
Yes.
All right, welcome to Pasha's Ice Cream, also known as the Purple Bucket. Mostly because the little buckets we sell these are in purple.
Sounds legit. Legit.
You can get a mini bucket, you can get a normal bucket, and you can get the extra large bucket. We
God
got.
damn, give me the extra large bucket.
Are you sure?
How big is it?
He pulls out basically like a giant pot, like the kind you would use for cooking over a fireplace.
I guess I'll get a smaller size.
You want the regular bucket?
Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't have anything that big.
What's okay?
Gonna cause this guy to have an aneurysm.
So pulls out a bucket. All right, we have 3 flavors. We got a regular, we got cocoa, and we got elderberry.
I'll get cocoa.
Cocoa, all right. It'll be 1 minute. He just walks back into the kitchen carrying the bucket. You see like a flash of light from the door and some noise. After about like 5 minutes or so, he comes back out with a bucket, which is now turned purple, full of chocolate ice cream.
Oh my god.
He sets it down in front of you. All right, that'll be 1 gold.
Okay. Give him my 1 gold.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you. Enjoy. Don't eat too fast.
Will do, will do.
Also, I guess the important note: any pain you feel from this adventurous eating is not subject to liability for our establishment.
Don't worry, I already accepted the consequences.
All right.
And then I sit right there.
All right. We'll pause, let you cook your ramen. We'll head over to Clover. What's Clover doing?
So I'm assuming, okay, how long has it been since we left the tavern we were all at together?
Probably like an hour.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I'm thinking of doing is last time, what's his fuck? Garth had mentioned one of like the parties that was in the tavern that like left at the same time as we did. Girls out also had mentioned that he was like, it was like suspicious, something along those lines. Anyway, so Clover had been wanting to like kind of see if she could find them, that original party.
Right.
So she wanted to like go back towards the tavern and see if she could like follow the direction that they had headed off in.
Okay, roll me a perception check at disadvantage. Since you're trying to find people, you don't know which way they went.
Yeah. Is it investigation?
Yeah, investigation is fine.
Oh, wait, what did you say?
Perception.
Sorry. Oh. Do you want
Depends
perception?
on how you're doing. How are you looking for them? Let's go with that. How are you looking?
Just looking around.
Okay, so perception.
That's with a +7 to both.
So looking around, you struggle. There's an insane amount of people walking around the streets. People wearing masks. People, dragonborns, lizard folk, kobolds, goblins, humans. There's a lot of people around.
Yeah.
So it's hard to spot. You like spot a couple times where you're like, oh, there they are, and you follow that person for a while, only to realize you've been following someone wearing a mask.
And if she peeks back in the tavern, they're not there, right?
No, they're
Actually,
not.
she's gonna. Okay. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Calculating.
Have an idea. Let me make sure I. Oh, I do have it. Yay! So.
Home.
Okay. Is there anything that they had on them that she remembers, like, I don't know, like a fucking locket or just like any object on them.
Let's see.
Because I assume you know what I'm doing.
I was about to move y'all into the secret page. The only thing that you could think of that would be out of place is one of them had a blindfold on.
Okay, I mean, there was nothing, I don't need to like out of place, just like an object that they had that she would remember.
One of them was wearing
Okay.
a blindfold. One of them had a bow. One of them had a book of sorts, and another had a. The last two had swords.
She's going to use for whichever one she remembers best.
Okay.
Ooh, she would have been within 30 feet of it.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So, as long as they're within 1,000 feet of you.
Yeah. And it lasts for 10 minutes, so if she doesn't immediately feel something, she'd probably just still be walking around for the duration until she got like a tug or something.
Okay. So, how long does it last? 10 minutes?
10.
So, from where you were at, you went back to the tavern and
Yeah.
cast that spell.
Yeah. Well, you said
So
that she was like
immediately-
walking around following people and stuff like that, so I don't know where she
Right.
would have
Gotcha.
up to you.
Well, you're gonna say that you end up here in the middle of town. You pop it, and currently you don't see anything, or you don't feel any ping.
Okay. Just gonna head this way, down.
Ping it again. Oh, okay. You actually feel something towards the walls.
The walls? Which
Mhm.
which of the walls?
Heading south.
Like
So
here?
out this way. Yes. Why is my pinging not working? Oh wait. Like out this way.
Just gonna keep following it for now. It like leaves the city though.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And eventually, once you walk out of the cities, you start feeling it, and you walk in more and more, and you end up in this building. Out in the slums, it looks abandoned. And up front, you see a marker that is like almost half ripped off and definitely worn out. It says, the shelf is what it was called. And what do you wish to do?
I mean, does it look like it's like locked? Is it open for business though?
No, it's not open for business, no, but you do see lights inside.
Is there like a window or anything?
There is.
Just gonna peek in. I think invisibility is probably over. How long is invisibility? Invisibility is an hour. Do you think that'd
An
be
hour.
over
Oh.
or?
No, you would still have it.
Okay.
Right. You peek into a window. Can you all turn that down, please? Sorry.
Inside, you see S.O.C's parents watching TV too loud.
Not even TV. It's my dad's phone.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I have a tiny device.
And you see this. Obviously, it's not as well stocked as this video. It's like very rundown. But there are crates of things and such. No, not.
Is this the party that had?
Yes.
Okay. So this is just a store.
No, well, it looks like an abandoned store.
But so they don't look like they're like shopping.
No. They look like they're
he-
organizing their own like equipment and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was saying it's like all run down. This is a slums
Right.
area of town.
Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna roll for this one.
And Neo feels
Is
inedible.
it like can she see? Can she clearly see like these
Can I see Thanos?
people?
Yeah, you
like,
can see
including him?
Thanos.
God, he's so big compared to me. Look at my little token compared to
He
his.
is. Yes.
You really
Does he
could snap me.
Does he perhaps match a description?
Yeah, he does look like the description of Salamander.
Okay. We were. Gotta remind me. We were looking for him for something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
For a
He's
boat.
He's
the
the
one-
outcast giant captain
Okay.
That was recommended to you.
by the captain we trusted.
Okay,
Yes.
Wait, let me see. How many spells do I have?
Bloodfist? Bloodfist is his name?
Bloodfist recommended Salamander.
I have one more I can do. Okay.
And then upon arriving, you discovered that Salamander is being hunted by other giants.
Right. Do I see any tiny beasts around me?
Tiny beasts?
I'm looking for a tiny creature, like a squirrel.
I mean, yeah, you see some squirrels running around and some bunnies.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to a squirrel.
Roll me a dex check to try to catch a squirrel.
Just
Are you
straight.
trying to catch the squirrel?
I'm gonna cast a spell on the squirrel, so not really. I don't need to
Okay,
touch it for.
Gotcha.
I believe. Yeah, it's a word.
It's a
I
word.
think- I don't know. It's just
Ping it.
this. She wants to send a message to and like describe. Basically, just have to describe a
Oh,
location. So she's gonna try to like describe Grelzan
right.
to a squirrel.
Right.
So that he could deliver a message.
Okay, what's the message?
Speak a message of up to 25 words. Okay.
It's a squirrel of sending.
She's just gonna say I think I found Salamander outside of the city, south of the city. And she's gonna try to describe the outside plus the shelf addition to the squirrel.
Okay, I'm gonna need you.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. Because the message has to be up to 25 words.
Yeah.
So I need
Okay.
25 words.
I will. Okay. I think I found Salamander south of the city wall in the building that has a sign that says shelf. And I have 5 more words.
Yep.
I left Enyo behind, sorry.
All right. With the spell cast, like as you're casting the spell, the squirrel that was just minding its own business like turns and just stares at you. And then when you finish casting the spell and you speak the message, it just goes and just runs.
That's adorable. I'm gonna use this more.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll pop
And-
over to Grelzad.
Perfect.
Oh, wait.
Thank God. Nope. That's
Okay. All right, Grelzad, you head for Slugfest.
Mm-hmm.
You arrive in this massive
Ooh.
building. As you enter the building,
Jesus H.
you can hear people talking, people chattering. You hear the noises of blades hitting blades and spells being cast. The entrance is down here. And the sounds of the crowd of people chattering and you some cheering for what's happening go up. And when you walk in and you kind of like tilt your head upwards, you can see that this building goes up 5 levels.
Gotcha. So before he actually enters,
Mm-hmm.
I do want to look around to see if there's like a pile of scraps or garbage or anything around
Right.
the building itself.
Roll me a perception check.
23.
Oh yeah, no. You find some like broken tables, some broken chairs, some benches. You find a couple of like animal trophies that have been bent and some of them punched in. One of them definitely has the mold of a person's face in the side of it.
Okay. Anything like rubbery, like mallets, tires, stuff like that?
You find a couple of like you find some like bent up wheels, tires.
Okay. So I'm definitely gonna scoop up some of those and some of the like messed up trophies. Does Grelzad like understand the sort of metal that they are?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll take a bunch of that stuff as suitable, and he takes his replicated bag of holding that he has, and he'll put as much as he can fit into the bag of holding of those materials. And then he will, I guess I can put him out now. He will just have the automaton hang on to the bag of holding and just kind of stay out here. And him and Mike will kind of just go in and see those things you said they saw.
Right.
So, if I recall correctly, this is the other captain guy.
Yes.
Okay. And what am I
You
seeing?
immediately spot him.
Are they fighting? Are these three fighting?
Yeah, these three are clashing, and you see like all around this arena there's just like bodies of warriors that have been knocked out. There's a couple who are like crawling out of the ring with bruises, and some are bleeding and whatnot.
Nice. All right, Girls is gonna just tell Mike to kind of stay over here by the door, and he is gonna like make his way around, unless this guy looks like he's checking people in.
He's checking people. As you walk in, he's just like, "How's it going?
Yes.
Here
Hello.
to fight, drink,
No, not tonight.
or watch?"
I guess you could say watch, unless. So I hear that there's scraps used around here, maybe for weapons and such. And I'm a builder, so I'm looking to acquire some for my building, and I wonder who to talk to about that.
Oh, what you needin'? You needin' metal, wood?
Metals and rubbers, if possible.
Rubbers. Okay. You want to talk to Dan at the bar?
All right. So I'm not sure what that really puts me down for, because I'm just going to speak to him and then I'll make my way out.
We'll just put you down as a watch, and that's fine.
All right.
I mean, obviously you ain't gonna go upstairs, but the upstairs levels currently are full, so you'll have to just sit down here and
Oh,
watch from
are
down
there-
here.
Is it just observing on those levels, or are there more fighting areas?
No, so all the fighting's down here. It's observing. There's more seating, more food that you
Oh.
can order down here, and you go up to a table up there, and you chill with friends and
Right.
eat food, drink booze, watch people murder each other. Except no
Huh.
one's actually murdering each other. Everything is totally safe.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll go speak at. What was the barkeep's name again?
Dan.
Dan. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is my homunculus servant here. He's just going to stay by the door.
All right.
His name is Mike. If you want to say anything to him, he's a good guy.
Hello, Mike.
And Mike just kind of, hi.
It's a pleasure.
And so yeah, Grelzad will kind of just make his way around, just kind of walk up, I guess, past all these folks.
Most of them are drunk.
Wonderful. And yeah, he'll just go up to the bar.
All right. The barkeeper walk over. What can I do for you?
Yes. Hello. Are you Dan?
I am.
Very well. The gentleman up front said I could talk to you about what I'm interested in. I'm a builder, and I'm looking for materials. I hear you have some scraps that you may use around here. Metals and rubber, if possible. Is there a way I can acquire some?
Yeah. Honestly, every night after we close, we throw it all out in the alleyway in the side, and you can
Right.
just come pick it up from there.
right.
It's a
Is
first
there
come
any-
first service kind of business.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. All right. Is there any sort of fees, or just grab what you need?
Just take it.
All right.
Either you
wonderful.
take it or the city cleanup crew will take it, but someone will take it.
Oh, all right. Very well. Okay. I suppose since I took some of your time, what is a recommended beverage you have here?
What level of drunk are you looking for?
Preferably not at all.
All right, so probably do a mimosa.
All right. Wonderful. What does that cost?
That'll be a gold.
All right. And he'll put down 3 gold. You keep the change. I'll take a
Oh.
mimosa.
All right, thank you.
And thank you for your
roller.
help.
Eh. And he goes if he makes the mimosa, he comes back. He brings it to you.
And
Grelzad will proceed to just down it.
Right.
and he'll just put it down. Thank you kindly. I wish you all very well. Have a good evening.
All right. Yeah, you too.
And he'll just kind of sort of quickly make his way out, taking in the sights.
Is the giant captain just absolutely demolishing these people, or are those people like
Oh, yeah.
look like they have a chance?
One of them's like getting demolished. This guy you've noticed has just been kind of like running on the edge and just avoiding attacks, but you figure sooner or later he'll get tired, especially since the giant's not moving. He's literally beating the crap out of these people while sitting down.
Amazing. And so he'll just say to the guy, "Thank you so much. Dan was very, very helpful." And he'll kind of hand this man a silver.
Mhm.
I appreciate you being so kind. I know there's a lot going on here, so you have a wonderful evening, and I wish you all well. I hope the fighting is as raucous as you desire.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. And have a slug day.
Will do. And he'll kind of go out with Mike. And yeah,
About this
is there-
time that the
Yeah, I was just about
squirrel
to ask.
appears in front of you.
all right.
You see the squirrel kind of like run up, and it's running, and it looks at you, and then it like turns and stares at you,
and he kind of looks down. Clover?
And then it relays the message.
And Grell's just kind of like, oh.
Does it sound like Clover's saying it?
No. It's literally like, it's what you said at twice the speed and high pitched.
Oh, all right. So you're not Clover. And at this point, like while it was relaying the message, Mike has walked over and he's like trying to pet it.
It allows to be petted while it's messaging, but the second the message ends, it bolts.
Mike will definitely briefly chase it, and Grell's head will just message Mike, no. And he'll be like, oh, and he'll kind of hover back. And he'll just look at Mike. All right. Well, the night is about to get interesting. So be ready. How should I? And he's kind of like thinking out loud. Right. And he'll try to message Enyo. Is she in
All
range?
right. What's the range again?
120.
120.
My range.
She is not in range.
All right. So he'll start making his way back to the fortress first.
Okay.
And as he's like making his way there, he'll keep trying to message Enyo.
You still don't get anything.
Okay, well, that's all Grelzad's going to do. He's going to go back to the fortress and wait because that was the agreed upon meeting point. So that's the current plan until Enyo is in range. So
Gotcha.
he'll bring the automaton back. Automaton will, dump all the scraps out, like in the room with the airship, and he'll just keep trying to message Enyo as he can, and he's going to start working on trying to forge this stuff together into an airship boat.
Gotcha. Enyo.
Yes.
You are enjoying your ice cream.
I'm very much enjoying my ice cream.
Roll me a percentile.
A percentile?
D100.
19.
19. This is some of the best ice cream you've ever had. You've never had ice cream before, but this is the best.
And she's gonna think that too. Like that's gonna be her exact word.
All right.
I have a question though.
Mm-hmm.
As she's eating her ice cream, she wants to be listening to everything going on in the bar.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
With advantage?
No.
Aww.
Disadvantage because you're enjoying food. You ever tried to listen to a conversation while you're chowing on the best food you've ever had?
Can we say it cancels out and I just roll as normal?
Yeah. I was gonna give you a normal roll anyways. Not disadvantage. Yeah. You're not able to pick up much. You get the sense that they're kind of just waiting. This pirate captain doesn't seem to be in too much of a rush to capture Salamander. They're kind of just enjoying the sights, enjoying the visitation to this city.
Okay. And then I'll just be on my way as soon as I'm done eating my last scoop of ice cream.
All right. Do you leave the bucket or do you take the bucket?
I'm taking the bucket.
All right, you walk out with the bucket. And where do you go?
I have nothing else to do, so I'll just go back to the castle.
All right, you head back to the fortress. As Enyo's walking back, it's been maybe, I want to say like 30, 40 minutes since you got back to the fortress, Rob. And you finally get a ping of Enyo's in range.
All right, so he'll send the message.
Enyo, hurry back to the fortress. Clover seems to have found Salamander.
Like,
And-
like an actual salamander?
Grelzad will send a message of silence.
He's like, is this thing on? What's up? What happened?
And you're gonna be like, that wasn't a no.
And he'll send another. I do not know if she found an actual salamander, but she found the giant named Salamander.
She found a squirrel.
And she made a squirrel tell me, and it was very weird.
Enyo can only walk so fast because she just ate all that ice cream.
Yeah. So it
Mhm.
takes you another.
Does Enyo reply to the message with what you just said in third person? Please.
No.
Damn it. That would have been so good.
But I am thinking, dang, I wish I wouldn't have ate so much ice cream. I could barely move. And I accidentally send it off because I don't know what I'm doing.
All right.
And Grelzad just be like,
You went in, you were just supposed to look, and you please just hurry back. Clover could be in danger, which means there could be people to kill.
Oh.
Orphans?
And then Enyo just takes off running.
And yo, roll me a Constitution save.
Oh no.
You should save though.
Your own fault.
Okay, not bad, not bad. You managed to stomach it, and you're sprinting to the fortress, and you get there in record time of 10 minutes.
how far did Grelzad get on his construction?
I'd say you got about a quarter of the way down.
Cool. So he'll set it down. How does Enyo look when she arrives?
So she stops at the doors and is like doing the heavy breathing as she's carrying a purple bucket.
Now, if you wouldn't mind reminding me, I remember there was some sort of thing about the purple bucket and brain freezes and when they close. What was the thing about that? There was something about the purple bucket. They close before it gets dark because people get brain freezes or something.
Yeah, because the ice cream gets colder because that temperature in the air gets colder.
Okay. All right. And has the sun started to set at this point, or where are we at in the day? It's still afternoon.
It's starting to set. Like, you know how it's like starting to set and it's just directly west in your view line. You're trying to drive down the road and you can't see anything.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I have a thing like that because there's a big tall build. Well, there's lots of big tall buildings, but there's one particular one that's at the exact right angle, and that's when I have to close my shades. I know, like when the sun hits that, it's going right in my eyes. Anyway, so he'll look at Enyo, and he'll come out with the automaton and with Mike, and he'll say,
All right, we should head south right now. Clover, by the way, who was with you, Enyo? Like, how did that? And he's like kind of closing the door and like ushering her to go south. What happened? Did you agree to split up, or?
I just looked away for a split second and I didn't see her.
And he's kind of like
he's walking at a quick pace, trying to kind of like have Mike and the automaton sort of usher Enyo along if she's lagging behind, but if she's keeping up, then we're all just going at the same time.
Oh, if I'm going to kill somebody, I'm definitely keeping up.
Okay, perfect. And
You got that army jug.
Yeah, and he'll just be like,
right. I think I really need to have a conversation with Clover about tactical usage of her God-given abilities. So you've been away from her nearly the entire time. Then did she split off right away, or when you got to the establishment, or?
I noticed she was gone as soon as I walked through the door of the establishment.
Right. And upon noticing she was gone, you decided to get ice cream.
Yes.
Very well. Was the giant in there?
Yes.
Good. Did they seem in good spirits?
They seemed in very good spirits. He was really enjoying his ice cream. I read his mind, and that's what convinced me to get a bucket.
I see. Grelzad will message Mike. I may have made a mistake with the amulet. And Mike will just kind of look back at him.
Not at all.
And yeah, so we'll rush down. Grelzad knows this information about the slums from the dockmaster and from Clover's information, and he will seek out. He'll relay to Enya that we're looking for a rundown building that has Shelf as a name on a sign.
Okay, roll me investigation at advantage.
All right.
What was this?
Yeah, both of y'all.
22. Wow, those are two pretty good rolls.
Damn.
And those are two pretty bad rolls.
And his eyes have turned red, and it's just thinking murder.
And with this roll as well, Grelzad's also trying to message Clover.
Okay. As soon as y'all get into slums, you get the ping that Ella is messageable.
Damn, through the plains, through the worlds, I can get all the way to Ella.
Clover.
And what do I gain from the investigation check?
You're able to find the place is what you got.
Okay.
From the investigation check.
With the message, as soon as it the first ping that I get while we're investigating, Grelzad will just be like, all right, we're in the slums, we're searching for the place. I don't know if I'll be able to see you. Is there any reply to that?
I guess that depends on S.O.C. How long has it been since she sent the squirrel?
It's been like an hour.
Yeah, she probably would have tried to go inside.
Oh. Okay, we'll skip to that then, real quick.
Yeah.
So Clover attempts to enter the building.
Yeah, she would drop stealth or drop invisibility.
Okay.
And yeah, she's just gonna walk in at first.
The door is locked.
Oh, she's gonna knock.
All right, you knock on the door. You hear?
I do it in a pattern. 1, 2, 3. Pause. 1. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes. We're closed.
Oh,
Indefinitely.
Oh. I think I'm looking for something you still have, actually.
That's doubtful. What are you looking for?
A being
A being?
that's good with boats.
You know this is the slums, right, and not the shipyard.
I know.
What's your business?
We were still. I mean, we. It's just me. I don't know why I said we. I was looking for someone. I'm not sure if you want me to say the name, out here, because I was told they were not on the best terms with some people. But I can say it right now if you want.
There's a pause, and you hear. Are you perchance searching for a newt?
Am I looking for a newt? What does that mean?
A newt.
A newt is a very closely related animal to a salamander.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, there we go.
When you say newt, I'm thinking Macbeth, and I'm just confused.
No.
I have a newt. Yes.
What's your business with the newt? Are you here to cook it, steam it, or pet it?
Pet.
Pet. Okay. And the door opens. And you see immediately this guy.
Hello. Ooh.
Oh, that's a nice token.
Hello?
Hi.
Please step in. Close the door behind you. What business with the newt
yep.
do you have?
I don't actually fully remember where we. He was the okay. He was recommended to us, right?
Yes, Captain Bloodfist recommended Salamander.
Captain
We got here,
Bloodfist.
found out that the other people that Salamander is with outcasted him and now are
Right.
hunting him. But Salamander
Right.
was the one that we wanted, so we wanted to figure out what the hell's going on to see if
Gotcha. Okay.
he's the guy we want or if we're gonna do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the refresher. I was like,
Yes.
I know I wanted you, but I don't know what for.
And at some point here, she will get that message from Grelzatcher. Just let me know when that happens.
Yeah.
Captain Blood something. He recommended I find your newt.
1 second. Wait here.
Okay. Does he walk away from me?
He does.
I walked like
I
yes,
said wait by the
yeah.
door.
Oh, you said here. I assumed that was the building. Sorry.
Just wait anywhere. It's fine.
He like says something in a language you don't understand to this guy, and this guy just immediately just stands right here. And he walks off again. The guy you're standing in front of is looks like this.
Okay, that's sick.
And he's just staring, not even at you, he's just staring straight.
He has a flowery robe.
Is that Life Weaver? Okay, but he's like not looking. Wherever he's looking, she's kind of doing one of those like, you know, when someone's staring off and you're trying to see what they're looking at. She's doing one of those.
Yeah, he's looking straight at the door.
Are you trying to like non-verbally tell me to leave? You can just tell me.
No. I stand here. I guard.
And what a good job you're doing of it.
You try step past. And he makes this motion.
Were you asking me to? Oh. You lay me down?
No, your head decapitate.
Oh, I thought this was like a courtship. Sorry. I've been told about courting, but I've never actually had it happen to me. So I thought that was sorry.
Crab ritual.
I think I broke sock a little.
Just a bit. This guy. I just looked at chat. Erica.
Erica, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait. It's when that guy you had him up.
What happened?
It's when you had the picture of the lizard guy.
Oh.
That makes more sense.
He comes back. Okay. The salamander will see you now.
Oh.
This guy steps aside. And he just makes a motion to move inside.
We can continue courting later, I suppose. She walks away.
We're courting her. It's not supposed to stand and stare at the door.
She like walks right up to this guy.
You see this guy who is the blindfolded one.
Oh, that was the one I was tracking?
Yes, that's the one you were tracking. Looks over at you, nods. And this one, he speaks. I'll give you the zoom. zoomed in view. Hello.
He's cool.
Hello.
What business you have with me?
I'm looking for a boat, and Captain Bloodtongue had told me to find you, and then well, me and my party were told that you were excommunicated, and we kind of wanted to see what was going on with that before we just kind of rushed to conclusions about you.
Wait. How does Bloodfist know about my excommunication?
Who's Bloodfist?
I'm assuming that's the captain you speak of, since I know no one by the name of Bloodtongue.
Oh, I mean, I don't really know how he knows of you, but we were asking for recommendations. And
So he recommended me. That I get.
Mm-hmm.
But how did he find out about my excommunication that just happened a couple days ago?
Oh, he didn't know about it. We were looking for you, and we were told that you weren't around.
Oh, okay. So in town they told you about it.
Yeah, at the docks, we were looking for you. I mean, that's where we had assumed you would be. I think it was the docks, or were we at the tavern? I don't know. We were somewhere.
Clover, you now have inspiration to spend as you wish.
For what?
Doob Doob redeemed a bard's tale.
Oh, you're the best.
Oh.
So you need a ship, but you also want to know what's going on? Am I correct in this assumption?
I mean, I would say I'm quite the curious type, but especially so is my party. Just to let you know, I did send a squirrel for them, so they should be coming here.
Squirrel. Okay.
Yeah, like a squirrel.
One of the magic types, yes?
Yeah, I'm good with animals. That's about it.
Okay.
But not the human or
Then
other variation.
is it safe to assume that we would wait for your party before continuing this conversation?
Yeah, if you're okay with that, they're kind of the ones that make the decisions. I'm kind of the one that gets us in trouble sometimes.
I see. Well, then we shall sit here and we shall wait till they arrive. Have some tea.
Oh, thank you. Where's the tea?
It's like on the table here. Oh wait, that's OBS I'm clicking on here.
She's definitely gonna go over there and make some tea and add some extra like vanilla to her
Okay.
to her tea.
Gotcha. And we wait for the party to arrive. And as the party arrives, the party being Enyo and Grozad, we will end session. Because I am starting to fall asleep.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Quick session, you were right.
Yeah, I made a mistake. Took the wrong medicine. Should have taken ibuprofen. Took NyQuil.
Oh.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Is there a point where Clover can receive the message so we can like at least find out what's
yeah,
happening?
as you start sipping your tea, that's when you receive the message.
All right, so he just said we've made it to this. Enyo and I have made it to the slums. We're headed your way.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, and she probably would have answered, I'm fine, and then like told the people there that she's gonna step outside to get their attention or something.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be looking for her. I'll send another message every now and then, but it seems like we find it relatively quickly, and then sure, we get there and it's over.
All right. That will be all for tonight. Say goodbye to chat.
Bye, chat.
Bye.